Hey, everybody, this is Fran Fraschella, draft expert and basketball junkie. To everybody who's watching, let's get our friends at General Manager Games the subscribers they deserve. Just press that red subscriber button and immerse yourself in sports AI through GM Games content. And on Twitter, it's GM_games. Let's get after it. Let's go.
Okay, we're just getting this up and running. Let's see when who's going to join for this one. Otherwise, we'll just get started in our final four. All right, starting to be posted. I'm going to find my notes where I post to Discord. Okay. One there, Wolverine Studios, online leagues, one there, one here. Okay, so that's the last shout out before we get going. Let's just see if anyone joins at the moment. There's nobody, but just one more minute, and then we'll get started on doing the final four of college basketball general manager. We have, ironically, two of my teams going up at it, but they don't seem to do very well in the end. North Carolina is up against a bit of a Cinderella story. Middle Tennessee State, I think it's AK who runs them, and so that'll be an interesting one. But yes, with that in mind, it takes a while to do this, so let's get going. Anyways, Copp State, Wichita State. Let's take a look at what the over/under is. It's 4.5. And yeah, so with that in mind, Wichita State seems favored, but let's just see the way this all plays out. So we want to go to AI control, and we're going to go 2D gameplay. And Ron's on. Congratulations, Ron. Ron in the chat here has won our bracket challenge at GM Games and won by fair margin. Quite a amazing bracket. Final four was pretty almost well, he had Mich State in one of them, but he did call Houston, he did call Duke, and he did call Florida to win, and that good stuff. All right, so take a looking at this lineup. We see Matt Larry's the big name from Coppin State. And then we have Dexter Banta, who's the big name over there at Wichita State. All right. Jared Baldwin is also a 5-star. Angelo Post is also a 5-star. So there's two 5-stars going head to head here. All right, let's get this tipped off. Let's just make sure we have the right settings. Auto sub, halftime going faster, and this takes a while. So let's just get it on underway. And here's the tip. And yeah, we'll see what goes on. The next game's definitely pretty interesting. This one is me cannibalizing my. Happy to have two teams here, but they're cannibalizing each other at this point in time. All right. So I don't know. Probably a low scoring game in this one. Right now we're into the zone. I guess. I mean, I don't change things too much. Switch from man to zone a lot more, mostly man usually. All right, we got Zeralo here as well. They're both brothers, ironically. All right, Coppin State right now has a lead. Clancy Clay, he was he was a top 5 recruit in region. Had some all these guys are almost low SAT. Egan's not though, he's a transfer, but all these guys, Lozano, Larry, Clay, Post, they all have low SAT scores. And Wally Wallace, the only recruit that Wichita State brought in. last season. It was not a good recruiting cycle for them. This is the last hurrah for Dexter Banta. Jared Baldwin was a pretty good recruit, but yeah, Tulare is kind of a shot in the dark international that was in the top 75 or so. And I think Eli is actually a no, yeah, Eli is the transfer. So all right, Coppin State right now with the 5-2 lead. And so lag there. Just gotta make sure I gotta keep the mouse over on this, make sure it keeps running well. All right. So Tulari's not shooting well. He's not the guy who should be taking the shots for Wichita State. And Banta hits the three. He's the guy who's gonna have to play really well for Wichita State for them to get far and well past this point in the tournament. And Matt Larry showing what he's up to. He gets a steal there off the point guard, the Finnish point guard. And then, yeah, I don't know why it stalls on that stuff. I got to keep moving my mouse on this. All right, the game's tightening up a bit. 3-point game, 6 minutes in. Still a tight one. Well, 10 all. So Wally Wallace hits a big three. They're going to need him there. Hey, Grant, what's going on? You get to watch Coppin, so you can say that Texas was much better than they were. So if Coppin wins. I wonder why it stalls like that a bit. All right, Tulare works around to Wallace, down to Eli. Wichita State made a change in their lineup this year. I moved the center down to power forward. I had another guy that I transferred in from uh, Loyola, Maryland, from Sparrow's team, and his last name was Sweeney, but he was shooting about 35% from the field or so. And yeah, as soon as I put in a center that had a lot of low point scoring, it seemed to improve things at power forward. So that might have been the trick for Wichita State this season. Right now, Eli's not doing anything, but he's a pretty efficient player in the plus minus category. Right. I'm not sure why that slows down at that point. All good. All right. So it's still a tight one. We're halfway through the first half. And at the bottom of the ticker, I updated the league leaders, top three in those categories. Banta was, yeah, no, he's a 5-star with a red shirt year. And then I didn't play him last year for Vogel, who went pro. Wasn't drafted too high. Not sure how his rookie season went, but one and done. So I don't know. I had to play a 5-star over a 4-star. But Banta definitely is way deserving to be playing. He's the only reason why this team is this far, anyway. So Banta is on the bench, though. It could be foul trouble. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's A guy named Nelson. Don't know him too well off the bench. Matt Larry still gets to stay out there. Big dunk there by Baldwin. Gives Wichita State the 1-point lead. And Tulare was fouled on his mid-range. Baldwin a steal off Lozano. The point guard threw it away to the center. Post has it. Well, it looked like he had it, so I don't know why that hiccups like that a bit, but should be fine. Normally it could be the bit stream and things, but I think the stream's all right. Should be fine. Coppin State with a 2-point lead. 6 minutes or so to go in the first half. Banta's back out there. That's good. He only has one foul, so he was being rested. And big three from Clancy Clay. And it's important for Wichita State to have Dexter Banta out there. Wally Wallace with the mid-range. His re-rates did help him. At first, he looked like he was not a good recruit, but he seems okay now. There's Sweeney coming on, so he misses a ton of shots. And Egan with the board. Coppin State pushing in the other way. And a mid-range shot from Clancy Clay. .26 all. 4 minutes to go. It is a close game. Not very high scoring. Pretty well matched up teams, similar to the way I build teams. Morrison is in. I think he's dealing with an injury. Bijou Weeks, just not very good point guard. He's playing the two off the bench. So now Coppin State's into the bench. Post is still out there. We'll see if Wichita State can take advantage. But at the moment, Lozano is playing really well. And we got one of those types of transfers, Phoenix Killian with the layup. And Wichita State had the depleted roster. So as Grant is aware of that. And Wichita State Banta with a huge three to tie the game. We got 2 minutes or so left in the first half. And we're still tied with a minute 51 to go in the first half. Field goal percentage has not been good for Coppin State, 34% or so. Still in the game. Wichita State just above 40. They're holding a 2-point lead. It's going to be hard to beat UNC. They have Montreal Siegel. Seems to be so dominant. And we're almost at the end of the first half with Wichita State holding a 2-point lead. Bantam misses that shot. His field goal percentage has been pretty good still. And 20 seconds to go. They're gonna hold it for last shot? No, they're not. So here comes Coppin State. They're going to hold it for last shot. No, Morrison took the three. Very selfish play. And they got a shot off and missed. That was close. Coppin State, that wasn't very wise. All right, we're at the half. Dex Bana is the player of the game so far. He has 12 points, kind of around his average, where he averages about 22 or so. Larry usually gets about 24 points a game, so he's got 10. He'll need to take over in the second half should they want to beat Wichita State. Okay, so let's play the second half. And Baldwin puts it in. So a combination of Baldwin and Banta would be the only chance that Wichita State would have to win it all. Obviously, still quite a decent team. Talari was a 4-star. Wallace is a 4-star. Baldwin's a 5. Banta's a 4. But Banta could easily be a 5. And just working it around, nothing really going on there. Wichita State got now a 6-point lead. Can Matt Leary kind of rein it in, take over a bit? Matt Larry does. He hits a big three there. Gets them within 3. And there's that stall thing. All right, gotta keep moving that mouse. And Banta with the miss. Or was it? No, Banta with the rebound. And wow, big Lozano 3 to tie the game. So Coppin State right in it again. But Banta answers with the 3. So now we're just trading blows from behind the arc. Turnover, Coppin State. Delari with the 3. That opens it up. Wichita State up 6 just after Coppin State got it tied. Lozano with a makes a huge 3 to get them back within 3. So he's having a nice game. He's going to be sticking around after Matt Larry goes pro. Dexter Bannon goes pro. Not sure where they'll go, but they are seniors. Getting a little old for probably the NBGM. But hopefully they do have a career, a G League career, or whatever. Angelo Post chipping away, 1-point game. And Talari finally starting to shoot better. He missed almost 11 shots or so. No, less than that, 8. Yeah, I refill water here. Sorry. All right, where are we now? We have Wichita State's up 5 with 14 minutes to go. Matt Larry all time. If he wins it, well, I mean, this is one of those low end teams that, I mean, SAT, low SAT players. Uh, Getting them's not that easy because there are other competitors, but winning with a school that small would be pretty big news. I honestly think um, the top players of all time, that Old Dominion like championship, that I don't know if it was Trey Sims. There's another guy that was pretty good. Those guys are up there. Um, the Yukon years, you can't really forget them. Between I guess maybe Ernie Campbell and Jamie Stewart didn't win his year, I don't think. Or was he? I think the story was, I forget now. I mean, there's been a lot of seasons going on. All right, we got a 4-point lead. Coppin chipping away down to a 2-point lead. Wichita State just trying to hang on. And that was Wally Wallace drew the call, hits both. Those are key free throws for them. And Angelo Post with the layup. Some of the other greats, I would say Quadro Laflemme when OK State won it all. That was pretty amazing. That type of season. Now, if we're talking 4-year players, that's another whole thing. Just what seniors. So that would be like the Sims type. All right, it's tied now. I guess like who had the best one year season, who had the best career. There's a couple different categories. Why would it not be good? I don't understand the question. This is Draft Day Sports. No, 25. We are moving to 25. This is 24, the last season of 24. All right. Oh, yeah, gotta keep moving that. Screensaver. Right now, we got a tight one. Coppin State has the lead with 10 minutes left to go in the Final Four. Wichita State, bench mob, unknown hero, Tony Reeves. I think he's even a walk on that guy. Anyways, he hits his shot. Nah, it takes time to migrate. Plus, like, there needs to be tested a bit. Takes a bit to move over. We're in the middle of different parts of a season. So a lot of reasons why we're not on 25 just yet. Tie game, 8 minutes. What's gonna go down? Matt Larry takes a shot. What happened? What I just got choppy there for a sec. Oh, and he hit that three. Matt Larry making a name for himself. Up three, put them up 3 points. Big shot. And Coppin State has a chance to add to the lead. Wichita State is a cursed team if they can't pull this one or the next game out. Losing their window of time. Well, we got right now Banta on the bench for Wichita State. Not sure if that's foul trouble or what, but they're resting him at this point in time. Could be valuable if he comes out fresh for the last 6 minutes. Yeah, Lozano's passing the rock around quite nice. Oh, Coppin State, big three, Matt Larry. What a game. He's got 10 boards as well. He is showing off right now and getting set up by Lozano quite nicely. What right now with Banta off? How long can they wait with that 6 point game? Can Baldwin take over? No, even Egan drew the call. So we're up to a 7 point lead with Coppin State pushing to go to the finals. Coppin State, Middle Tennessee State would be amazing. I'd love to see that. All right, what was that? Baldwin got an and one, put Wichita State back in it. 4 point game, 6 minutes to go. Larry's kind of a wing, but I've had him at point guard even the year before. That's his handles were good enough for that. 7 point lead, Coppin State with what's going on now? Oh, that was a bad turnover by Wichita State. Coppin State's coach is giving it. Banta is back in the game. So 5 minutes to go. Banta's at 82%. Larry's at 71% or 70 now. Lozano's got some legs to him, some endurance. But Banta at the moment has some of the most uh, you know, life, heart, whatever you want to call it, left to go. And Banta with the layup. So it's a 4-point game. Banta's got legs. Larry for three. Big time shot. Big time. Puts them up 7. And what do we else we got going on? Can Banta answer? No. Wallace with, well, yeah, it's Wichita State. Bad turnover again. 6 turnovers for the Finnish point guard from Wichita State. Matt Larry goes into the pros, what, at age 22 or so? Whatever. He's not done yet. He's got a couple games here. So then Matt Larry's got it again, and he hits a huge three. That looks like he's trying to put it on ice. He has taken over this game over Dex Banta. Matt Larry is playing amazingly. Hey, Sparrow, what's going on? What a run by your team with South Dakota State. And what else are we looking at here? We're looking at now a 12-point lead. Wichita State has just lost the fire. Momentum is for Wichita State at the top, though. Right now, they're just running out that clock. Coppin State, no reason to shoot right away. Larry shoots anyway, and he drains it. He's got 30 points. That looks like putting it on ice. Coppin State looking like they want to have a chance to write their Cinderella story. And we got a minute to go. And it's Coppin State who's going to the finals. Wichita State, just like the Buffalo Bills of the league or whatever, they are choking on a consistent basis. Hopefully, that's not what happens with Houston in real life, as Calvin Sampson keeps bringing them pretty close, but just not getting there. And it's not going to get any easier for Wichita State. They're just not in a great conference for power conference recruiting. But this is a wrap. Matt Larry adds to it 32. Banta hits a 3 to get towards his average. And that's a wrap. Wichita State, no contribution really from. Actually, they did have some decent contribution, but Lozano dished it. Post played well. So now the freshman Angelo Post, I think he went pro as well. He may have gone pro. I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check. Anyways, that's a wrap. Coppin State wins. Matt Larry, 32, 10, and 4. So way to go with that one. He definitely carried it, and they're into the finals. Let's hope Middle Tennessee State is the team to play them. All right, here's the other matchup we're going to see. Let's take a look how brutal you know what? It has a spread of a favorite for Middle Tennessee State. I don't know how that's the case, but wow, I mean, they must be a much better team than I know of. So let's take a look at the starting lineup so I can better evaluate what's going on with Middle Tennessee. So AI control here. Get to the 2D gameplay and see if somehow UNC can be stopped. It's last year's champions. You guys probably don't hear the music because I can't get it through from the Mac parallel thing, VMware, into your speaker. Okay, let's take a look. Who's the badass? It is Montreal Siegel. And then we're looking at obviously some depth. I think Jefferson was part of that winning team last season. But let's see who is doing it for Middle Tennessee State. You got Delgado, VJ Patino. They're both up at 12 and 14 PPG. The backcourt's not really a lot of scoring there, but it looks like the front court is the strong point for Middle Tennessee State. All right, let's get to this and see who's going to play Coppin State for this season's championship. And there's the tip. And we'll see if that front court of Middle Tennessee State can do what it needs to do to shut down Siegel. Patino hits right away a three. So we got the power forward showing his range. Siegel right away answers a quick one. Yeah, if you guys want to ping AK, maybe he'll show up. Can't switch my windows. All right, working the ball around right now. Is Patino another three? Back-to-back threes. Showing his range, the power forward. I don't know anything about his recruiting history or where he came from or what. But VJ Patino. Oh, Delgado misses his shot. Siegel again. A big like that showing his range from 20 feet. He's going to be a pretty nice pro. And Siegel just cleaning up the glass like a madman. Well, off his own three. I guess it came all the way back to him. And he dunks it. Just padding stats at the moment. His own misses, his own rebounds. Patino got fouled from mid-range, one of two. And then a dunk off the steal by Delgado. We have a 3-point lead here for Middle Tennessee State. Foul on Ash. So I think he's off already. So there's some foul trouble going on with UNC. Patino misses his shot, but he was fouled and he went 1 of 2 again. So can shoot behind the arc, but can't shoot at the free throw line. And where's Nick? Nick the Nuts as well, running his UNC team, seeing how they're going to do for a second time. Sal with the foul. He's going to have a tough day against Siegel overall. All right, Nick's in the chat. Doesn't want to jinx his team, obviously, but has, crawled out of his hole. Good to see you. Maybe AK is doing the same thing, except he just didn't admit he's watching or listening. Right now, Siegel's with the ball, and he misses it, but sharp with that rebound, but blocked by Shao. And so Middle Tennessee State running their offense. Patino misses his first three of the day. And Shao got the ball back, but was swatted by Siegel. But a miss, and Shao got the rebound. And right now, Middle Tennessee State has the ball. And Delgado with the mid-range. So right now, a good start by Middle Tennessee State. Stiegel answers immediately back. And Jefferson gets his points too. So things move fast here. That's a foul. That's at least two that were hit by Middle Tennessee State. If you don't watch, bang, bang, you can see UNC just adds 4 points out of nowhere. Delgado will rebound. I don't know anything about Middle Tennessee State's bench, but they'll be pretty important in this game. Big three from Snyder. So we're getting some contribution from the backcourt there. Foul on Delgado. Looks like now it's full bench mode, Middle Tennessee State. So they got what they got out of the starters as much as they could. And now we're also seeing the line shift changes from the Tar Heels. We got a lot of bench going on both sides, all bench basically. Now bench versus bench is where games can be won. So Saraville from Middle Tennessee, he drops one. And are they going to trade buckets here? Yeah, I keep clicking my mouse because I don't know what's going on, why it pauses there that way. A big offensive board there by UNC. And right away, take a look. Middle Tennessee State starter, they're back in. This is the chance for them to even add to this lead. And a steal by Middle Tennessee State. If they get points here, that'll be, helping their Cinderella cause. Sal missed it inside. But Blue Raiders, though, they are in it. Sal got the rebound. Patino with the block. So you can see that front court really causing a lot of damage right now for the Blue Raiders. And Winter, I guess that's the backup point guard. He drops a little mid range. Missed three from UNC. Turnover, Middle Tennessee. And Sean Sharp misses that one. We got the starters back in, mostly from the front court for UNC. Siegel's back out there. Of course, that's the guy to watch out for. Big three, Jefferson. Believe it was a contributor for last year's championship. Gets it within 10. So we're down to 9. We got the starting point guard back out there for the Blue Raiders. And Siegel misses that one. Oh, he got the rebound, sorry. We got almost 6 minutes to go in the first half. Siegel falls up his off with an offensive board and a beast. He got fouled by Shaw and then puts both free throws in. So Patino, that's a big offensive rebound, but stolen by Jefferson. And here comes UNC. Misses that one, but fouled again. So now it's down to 5. Middle Tennessee had a lead as high as 11. But a couple free throws there. Good offensive possession from the Blue Raiders. And VJ Patino and dishes it for Barbosa to throw down the cram. Nice transition bucket there by the Blue Raiders. And offensive rebound, though, Jefferson. So even off the Siegel miss, Middle Tennessee can't take advantage. Siegel gets the rebound off the Jefferson miss. They're trading help with each other there. What is going on here? Siegel eventually scores, but he missed the end one. So Barbosa had that foul. He's the backup center at the moment. And right now, Middle Tennessee State, what are they going to do on this possession? Patino down low. He's fouled. He gets 1 of 2. So foul trouble, not for the best players on UNC, though. Snyder turnover. Siegel, though, did miss his shot there. UNC is shooting 20%, 7 of 35, and they're only down 8. Up in close, Barbosa missed that. Siegel got the rebound. And Patino's now getting fouls. Leads to 2 for Singleton. He hits both. Big shot from the bench, Roderick Pierce. Mid-range and Mead answers. So we got some backcourt action happening. Jefferson with the foul. So that's this could be a second. Yeah, I'm already behind on this possession. But yeah, the bonus was missed. Stiegel plots his own shot back and puts it in. 4-point game. Barbosa gets fouled though by Siegel. That's his first. 14 and 14 in the half. And hits both free throws. That's pretty key. Saraville with the foul. 1 of 2. And we're almost at the half. But it was UNC with a big 3 and then a bucket. Oh no. What am I saying? Then it was a foul the other way. But it is so damn close. What do they do about it? All right, so we're looking at Coutinho, who has definitely been probably the best player in on the roster. He hit those 2 big threes to start the game. Really got Middle Tennessee State running. Got a chance to get a lead. Let's take a look at the fouls right now. There are 2 for each of the starters on UNC. Coutinho and Shao both have 2 now. And just going to see if I can speed things up for the second half, close some things down on this machine. And we'll get going shortly. So let's take a look at some other stats. This Sharp's not shooting well at all. Okay, let's get to the second half. I think I can now sped it up. All right, here we go. Who's going to go to the finals? We'll play Copp and State. Ball UNC to begin. And Jefferson immediately a 3. My audio is going robotic. What is that? Oh, that was because I was closing something else. Is it back now? It's gonna be fixed now, I think. Let me just ask. Uh, oh, that's really that sucks balls. All right. Just testing to see if the audio is working better now. Okay, yeah. All right. So I had to disconnect and come back. Okay, all right. So let's try to rally a close final here between the Blue Raiders and the Tar Heels and UNC. Carl Cox, though. Carlos Cox, sorry. Carl Cox is a DJ. Gets two fouls, kind of evens it out. We got a 4-point game going on. And we've seen Jefferson, I guess, probably step up. Siegel, though, he missed it, but he was fouled. He went 1 of 2. So Shao is just not to be seen. Delgado with a huge 3. Way to go, Delgado. Siegel with an answer. These little 2-point add-ons all the time. That just shows the consistency of Siegel. Shao is in. He's got 3 fouls. Needs some sort of Shaolin monk type of rally. Do something magical. Just keep up with Siegel. He could be fouling right away. Oh, he got a board. And right now, UNC has the ball up 4. Shao with another rebound. Not sure why the other possession. Oh, yeah, right, because they missed a 3. Patino gets blocked by Jefferson, and Siegel cleans it up, and they're back the other way. And a rebound by Siegel. He blocked Shao. I think we're going to need to depend on Delgado and Patino anyway if Middle Tennessee's going to have a chance. Jefferson with the dunk. And it's a 6-point lead now. And Patino doing his thing. Gets him within 4. Siegel got down in under the rim, but missed. So there's a chance here. Turnover on Shao. So Shao's not having his best game. Barbosa's back in now. And then immediately Smetasek hits a deep shot. Seslav. All right. 6-point game. 10 minutes to go. UNC's turned up the D and increased that field goal percentage. Missed 3 UNC. That's a key miss there for Middle Tennessee. And Latham with the 20-foot jumper. And a turnover by UNC. Here comes the Raiders. Foul on Smatasek. 1-2 Pierce. Foul on Sharp, though. After the offensive board, 1-2. Ball back, 2-point game. Crazy possession run there. And it missed that shot, but still got ball. And then Smetasek hits. Coming in off the bench, contributing. Barbosa misses up close, but he was fouled and he hits both. Nice to have your center hitting both free throws. And Barbosa with the miss, but the offensive board. And Barbosa ties the game down low. We have a tie game, 7:30. Not an immediate answer. Tennessee State, ball back. But a turnover on Barbosa after the rebound. Catch our breath, 7:15 to go. And a rebound by Shaw. Siegel's out there, though. He just tore that rebound down. Stolen Delgado. Patino misses it. Offensive board, though. And then a rebound off a block. And then Sharp gets the lead. A little close one for Sean Sharp. Siegel with the rebound. And Smetasek missed that 3. So here's a chance for Middle Tennessee. Stolen by Jefferson. And a big 3 from Meade. That makes the Tar Heels a little bit harder to catch. Patino with a quick answer, though, needed that. Siegel takes it inside. He missed that one, though. Shao got the rebound. Patino to the basket with a layup. 1-point game. Patino with the foul. He'll stay on. 1-2. 2-point game now. Back the other way. Is it a quick shot right away? It's just sitting there on Cox. No, Shao's got it low. He was fouled, though, by Siegel, but he missed his free throw in the bonus. That sends the ball the other way after one of them. And Meade drove the key, dropped it in, puts them up 4. And Patino, a huge three. Just like the start of the game to get them within one. And Siegel just grabbed that offensive board. But offensive foul on UNC. Middle Tennessee the other way. Patino with the ball. Patino missed the shot, was blocked. Ash trying to redeem that offensive foul. And a rebound. He missed that one close. Enough to give Carl Cox free throws, and he goes 1 of 2. It's tied, though. A lot of fouls right now for the Tar Heels. Who's taking it? Siegel's got the ball. And somehow it's Middle Tennessee State's ball. And Shao makes the shot, the mid-range up 2. Will UNC answer right away? Siegel, offensive board. UNC tied it off the offensive glass. 120. Missed Patino 3. UNC the other way. Missed close UNC. They got ball back. Takes the shot, offensive rebound. Shao, though, gets off the second one. The ball's with the Blue Raiders. Shao takes the shot. Missed, blocked. Siegel blocked that. Offensive rebound, UNC, and puts it in. 10 seconds to go. Last possession here. This could be 3 to win, 2 to tie. Here it is. Here's the shot. Delgado to Shao. Shao shoots. Rebound miss. That's it. That's it. Tar Heels survive. Tar Heels survive. Middle Tennessee with the chance for a shot to win. Oh boy. Tar Heels story continues. AK nothing but to be proud of that team. Patino, what a game. They had possession before. They had a chance. I'm still a bit in shock how that turned out. Almost saw something crazy. All right, so we got Siegel, 25 rebounds, 20 points. Only got as high as 3 fouls. Player of the game. And Shao, 10 rebounds, didn't foul out. 1 of 7, just couldn't hit shots. Barbosa also did what he could. Patino, the best effort for Middle Tennessee, and they played great D. All right. That's going to be Coppin State and UNC. Thanks everyone for joining. Check those links out right there if you want to join the Discord, have a chat, go to Reddit, have a chat. And thank everybody for joining the stream. All right. Thanks so much and enjoy yourselves.